story time. What is going on, guys? I missed you so much, but before I get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss an upload. Today's story time is how and why I got suspended from, I think it was 5th grade. Bro. So I'm going to tell you guys the story of how and why I got suspended because I kind of covered it a little bit in my last story time but didn't want to tell the full story because it's kind of embarrassing. Bro is sitting there with his phone like this. I might turn off a light because I feel like this light glaring down on me just is not, this is the story of how and why I got suspended from 5th grade. So I just moved out to Westminster and it was my first time at this school and I told you guys how about the girls and about all that. So I made 2 friends and those are the only friends that I had the whole school year. Anyway, so I saw one of Kevin Hart's stand-up comedies on Netflix when I was younger because I used to watch him all the time. And then he made a joke about playing a game like Duck, Duck, Goose, but something completely different. And so I went to my family back in Bakersfield and we all sat around. Anyway, so yeah, so I went back home to my Bakersfield town and I played Duck, Duck, Nigga with my family, and I thought it was like super funny. Again, I was probably, how old are you in 5th grade, like 10? No, I was in 4th grade. I was in 4th grade, because I went to 5th grade in Moffett. Yeah, so I was in 4th grade, so I was 10, right? You're 10 in 4th grade. So I was 10, playing Duck, Duck, Nigga with my family in Bakersfield. Now keep in mind, I've said this multiple times before, my family is very biracial. We have black people, white people, Mexicans, and we have the whole pot. We have the whole melting pot in my family. And so, you know, it was okay to play that. And also where I'm from, it's like, yo, what up, nigga? Like, that's just what we say. Like, my family says it, especially the black side of my family, and especially where I'm from, everyone says it. So I grew up around that and in that culture, and then when I moved out to Westminster, I guess people don't say that out there or out here. And they're very white out here. So I had to learn a lesson very quickly. But anyway, so I was playing the game and I went back to school and I decided, hey, let me play this game with my friends. It's funny. So I thought. I thought it was funny and it was something that I always said anyway. So it was like whatever to me. So I sat down with some of my friends. Some of them were black, white, Asian, and whatever, right? So we're sitting down, we're playing Duck, Duck, Nigga. We're like, Duck, Duck, Nigga, we run. It's just like Duck, Duck, Goose. The rules are exactly the same except we replaced the word goose with nigga. I have a question. I have an answer for you. So yeah, so we played the game, and one of my friend's brother threatened to like tell on us. And I was like, he was black too. I was like, no, don't tell on us. He was like, no, I'm not telling on you. I'm telling on her. He was telling on his sister, because his sister was pissing him off, so he wanted to tell on his sister. And I was just like, yeah, but like I was with your sister, like why would you want to tell? Like it's telling on all of us. And like I said, some of my friends were black, Mexican, white, and Asian. You know, we had that group of friends. And he was like, nah, I'm only telling on my sister. She's making me mad. So he went to the principal and he told the principal that we played Duck, Duck, Nigga. And everyone got sent to the office one by one. And, you know, it came down to it that I was the one that brought the game to the school. So the principal calls me up. I was a badass kid. I can't tell you how many times I went to the principal's office, but I have so many stories about me going to the principal's office. It's funny. So anyway, so he calls me up and he's like, were you playing this game? I was like, yeah. And he was like, where'd you get it from? I was like, Kevin Hart. I was watching Kevin Hart and his kids played it, so I played it. And he's like, you know that's a bad word? I was like, no, it's not. And he was like, it's a super bad word. So he calls my mom up. My mom's like, what's the problem? And he was like, she was playing Duck, Duck, N-word at the playground today. And my mom was like, okay. Like me and my mom and my whole entire family, we don't see a problem in it, especially my dad. My dad, who isn't around, but like, you know, he was in and out of my life. So even my dad found it funny. What's the issue here? And so my mom got into a big ass fight with my principal and she was like, your problem is you don't know culture. Blah, blah, blah. She's getting in the principal's face. She's like, you don't know me. You know, I'm half it, like, my mom and the principal just went at it about race, pretty much. It was insane. And then, anyway, so I got suspended, but I never went back to the school. My mom just took me out of the school instead because he didn't understand where I'm from. We all just say the word. Like, I'm pretty sure Gavin can vouch for me because he's been around my family and he's heard it. So anyone that has hung around with my family, you know that we all just be like, hey, yo, what's up, nigga? Like, nigga, you stupid. And anyone else that has been raised in the hood, the hood, or if you're from Bakersfield, or if your family is black, or even you have half of your family that's black, or you're mixed like me, you know that that is just something that we say. That's just something that we do. I don't know. Like, I never personally saw the issue with it. I still say it to this day, but I am also around a lot of the white culture now, so I do act a lot proper and I get made fun of. But yeah, I get made fun of every time I go back to my hometown. They'd be like, why are you so proper? And I'd be like, I don't know. Like, I be around the whites. I'm white now. But yeah. So that was the story on how, it was a very short story because I was younger. I didn't really remember it, but I can tell you guys another story of another time I went up to the principal's office in like the 2nd grade. So in the 2nd grade, you know how like cooties was a thing? Like boys don't touch girls, girls don't touch boys because like cooties, like ew, cooties. So my friend had a crush on this boy. I mean, everyone kind of had a crush on this boy. And we would all like play tag and stuff, and like as we were playing tag, we would run into the girls' bathroom so the boys couldn't get us, because the boys can't go in the girls' bathroom, especially in 2nd grade. Like, cooties, you don't want to catch cooties. And what's that jingle that like used to be said in elementary school? Miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Oh my god, yes. So we used to say that a lot. Every time we would run into the bathroom, we'd be like, miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Like little 2nd graders saying that. Why was that a jingle? He would always chase after my friend and me because I was cute. But I don't know what came over my little mind and was like, let me like grab his arm and like just squeeze it. Like, I was a troubled kid. I'm not a okay, keep in mind, I was in 2nd grade, okay? This is so weird to me. This is so weird. But anyway, so I grabbed his arm and I squeezed his arm with my nails. Like, I used to do this to my brothers all the time too. So I like squeezed his arm with my nails, and I have no idea why. I literally cannot remember why. I have a really bad memory. But yeah, anyways, I squeezed his arm and nothing happened to him. It literally just, it looked like this. Here, let me squeeze my arm. It like, I don't know if you could see it, but it like looked like that. And it never like, it wasn't like I was hurting him and he was never like, ah, let go. Like, it was just like a, like, and then run away. Missy, I gotta kiss me. So, but anyways, I did that to him. And then I ended up going to one of the teachers to tell on him because I think he like pushed my friend. And I was like, yeah, he pushed my friend. And he was looking at me like, why did you tell on me? And I was like, you deserved it. But just before I told on him, I had did the and ran away. And he told on me back. And I was like, why would you tell on me? So I proceeded with my day. I went back to my 2nd grade class, and I'm in the classroom, and I'm sitting down, we're coloring, and the teacher gets a phone call, and she's like, and she goes, no. And she looks at me, and I'm like, what? And she goes, Alectra, go up to the principal's office. I'm in the principal's office, and I'm literally sitting like this. Like 2nd grade me, okay? I'm sitting like this. And my hair's straight. I got my pink Hello Kitty shirt on, and I'm sitting like this. My hair is completely covering me, and I'm like, and I'm scared, right? So I'm like, damn, like, I'm getting in trouble. And then, what happened? They called my mom. They called my mom to the principal's office, and I can't remember exactly what went down because it was never a big deal. Like, I don't remember what happened after that because maybe whatever it was on his arm went away because it was such a and then like my nail marks showed up and then they like went away. So I don't know what happened. But I never went back to that school again. I never went back to that school. That's so funny. Another time I got sent up to the principal's office was when I slapped that boy in my last video. I slapped him and I went up to the principal's office and I told on him and he got in trouble, but I still got suspended for putting my hands on a kid, but that just proves don't play with me. But another time I got sent up to the principal's office was from this girl in middle school. I think I was in 7th grade. Her name was Tatiana. Tatiana. Yeah, Tatiana. And at first we were friends. Like, I would go over to Tati's house. She would come over to my house. She was a bad kid, though. Like, she was one of those girls that, like, was already doing certain activities that no other 7th grader was doing. And a lot of people didn't like her. They called her, you know, what was her full name? Tatiana Bronkenkos? Tatiana Bronkenkos. But as a joke, they called her Tatiana Bronkenko. Yeah, because she was a hoe. But anyway, so I decided to make friends with her. I thought she was cool because I never liked the underdogs. I love the underdogs. I never had a problem with the underdogs. So I used to hang out with her. We lived pretty close to each other. She would come to my house. I would go to her house. We talked about boys. She talked about boys, but I was talking about boys because I was still young. But yeah, and like a lot of rumors went around about the school about like her having STDs and stuff like that. But anyway, so we were friends for a while, and then again, another story of where I'm missing the whole key part to it. But for some reason, we ended up not liking each other. So we had beef online. we ended up having beef online. But this beef online wasn't like on my page. It was on my friend's page. My friend Zuri. So my friend Zuri was DMing her and she was like, oh, this is what it was. Oh my god, I remember why I wanted to fight this hoe. So me and this girl were friends, right? Anyway, so I leave to go to New Jersey with my friend Chloe. And I'm out there with Chloe, like I'm having a good time. My friend texts me and she's like, yo, Tatiana's saying a lot of shit about you back at school. I'm like, what is she saying? She was like, she's saying you're a junkie, you're this, you're that, you're a hoe, you've done this, you've done that. I'm like, oh, hell nah. Okay. So she talking mad, she out there. So I was just like, huh, I'm finna beat this hoe ass. I'm just thinking I'm finna beat her up. That was the only thing that was going through my mind. I wanted to get back to Cali so bad. I'm on the other side of the freaking states, the United States. I'm on the other side. And she's talking smack, okay, because I'm not there. I'm not in front of her face, so of course she's talking smack. So I get back to Cali. We're having beef on the internet. She's like DMing my friend, oh, Alectra ain't about it, da-da-da-da-da. Since we live next to each other, I was like, show up. I was like, come to my house. I'm not scared. Come to my house. And she didn't come, of course. She was a no-show. I was about to go out with pants and I was about to beat this whole ass with pants. Anyway, so then she was like, okay, just meet me at school. I'm like, bet. So I'm at school. We had first period together. This is 7th grade, y'all. We had first period together. I'm sitting in first period. I'm like, this hoe did not show up to school. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe she'll show up. Lunchtime comes around. I'm asking everybody at lunch. I'm like, have you seen her? Have you seen her? Has anyone talked to her? Someone was like, I did see her today, but I haven't seen her since. And I'm like, okay. So she showed up late and she left early. Now I'm like thinking in my head, she knew she was going to show up late to school and she knew she was going to leave early and she chose this day to fight. Like, why are you scary? Okay, next day goes by. I go back to school, right? I'm ready. I don't see this girl in first period again. I'm thinking, damn, she ditched again. She don't want no smoke. All right. So then lunch comes around. Some people run up to them. I saw Tatiana. She's over there. I'm saying that. But I saw her, she was over there, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm getting ready. I'm like, I'm getting ready to fight this hoe. I'm excited. I'm like, okay. I get up, me and my friends walk over there. I see her sitting down. We get up, we walk over there, and then people start throwing stuff. It's getting rowdy. I come up to her, like, so what was you saying? I was like, so I'm not about it? I was like, so what were you saying? What were you saying? And she was like, I really don't want to have a problem with you. Like, I don't want anything to happen. And she had gotten to a fight earlier that week with another girl, and that girl beat her ass, okay? So I think she was just genuinely scared. I honestly don't know. She was bigger than me, so she probably could have honestly like fought me and won, but she didn't want to fight. Because if there's one thing about me is I'll never back down from a fight. That's one thing about me. I don't care if you big, short, tall, fat, skinny, I will fight you. I don't care if you're 10 times older than me or not. But I gotta finish this story because my camera's about to die. So yeah, anyways, we didn't end up fighting, and the principal came out and he took us up to the principal's office, and he was yelling at me, and he was like, why do you want to fight her? You have so much going for yourself. You are a social media star. Why do you want to do this to yourself? Like, what are you thinking? Da 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 da. And I'm just like, and anyway, so Tatiana, if you're watching this, girl, it was 7th grade. If you do want to fight, let's fight. If you don't, hey girl. But I gotta cut it short right now because my camera's about to die. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And I will see you in the next story time. I hope this was kind of fun, but it was kind of like quick. And I'm sorry. And I do want to spend more time with you guys. Mwah. I will see you on the other side.